From comic books to television, motion pictures to action figures, this is the story of my why. This is the story of a collector. Hello everybody and welcome to episode 1 of This Is My Why. Alright, straight to the point. What we're trying to come across here for is fellow collectors finding out why I personally am influenced by multimedia, by action figures, what my collection means to me. Essentially, from comic books to action figures and motion pictures and television. This is where it all comes together. This is the nostalgia. This is the social media influences perspective of exactly why did you pick this comic up? Well, so I'll give you an example. Mr. Peter Laird, Mr. Kevin Eastman, thank you first off, Mr. Ben Bishop, Mr. Tom Waltz, everybody on those Team KCI, thank you very much for bringing this into our homes. The Last Ronin, this is the Stan Yak cover, number 4, The Last Ronin, that was exclusive to the folks out at the Nerd Store. Okay, nerdstore.com. You can actually get more copies, I believe now that are CGC graded. But on another side, I was able to find this out of a e-tailer out of Canada, retail price. All right, so moving on. I saw it online, had to have it. But why specifically this cover? There are several Last Ronin covers, as you may have done your research for cover number 4. But this one in per se, I had to have it. Look at the party wagon, all right? Up in here, nostalgic villainy of their good old drum. Out here, Channel 6. Okay, there's the Shredder, there's Casey Jones's last stand, it would appear. Leonardo's weaponry, alright, the katana, the sai, the nunchucks. Who is the Last Ronin? No, just spoilers here, no spoilers here, but a lot of nostalgia. Right off the bat, I saw it online. I've got to have it. So, number 1 feature after nostalgia, you're coming down. The secondary would be tangible. I can pick it up, I can hold it, and have a lifetime of I just want to feel it in my hands and own it. So ownership, possession, it is tangible, it is nostalgic. I can go back, look at the retro styling and say, this is my childhood growing up. Wow. Okay, so replayability. Now, seeing just the turtle and Shredder themselves, you think maybe one day there'll be some action figures. Okay, so the influence there, looking at what appears to be the demise of a certain character. Maybe we won't say anything because don't want to spoil it, but oh my goodness, I have action figures by the company NECA, making fantastic iterations of characters that have long come and gone, and that, I think, is a portion of what, again, picking up this comic book represented to me, because it is too very tangible. And replayability, so you can come back and say, oh, now look, instead of just reading the comic, now I have something that I can extend the play with. I can share with my family, I can share with my kids if they've never heard of the Last Ronin, or for that matter, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Well, there you go. Let's read the book together. Let's open a brand new chapter, a new Ronin verse that Mr. Kevin Eastman, Mr. Peter Laird are allowing us to be brought into their imaginations, as they too were influenced. Another key word on my chart here would be influenced by Mr. Jack Kirby. We would not have any of this if it hadn't been for that dream. This is what continues to inspire those creative social media influencers to give back to the fans and the community. So it wasn't just a simple, I think this cover, I have to have it for collectability. No. For the long term of the duration of the line and continuity with nostalgia. This is why I picked it up. Long-term tangibility, replayability. Sure, it's not the video game. We could get into that part of collecting as well. Oh my, this is grand. But at this portion of the comic book, turning and transitioning from this story to a movie at some point that was in a different universe, transitioning into the Ronin verse into the future, and even the animated verse. All right, I have my why. It is tangible. I have my replayability. It is something from my childhood. It is something to give back to the communities of young children who are willing to play and give them something. Hey, boom, oh, wait, all right, now you've got a buddy. Let's bonk heads. Or like the movie said, Mommy. Okay, so it inspires imagination, replayability, tangibility, iconic, retro-styled fun. So, that's where I am. This particular comic, The Last Ronin number 4, Stan Yak cover. Alright? This is my why. Thank you, everybody. This is episode 1. Please feel free to comment, like, subscribe. Let me know your why. Maybe perhaps we'll feature it in the next episode. Take care.